So what's up, everybody? So today is the day that I put the rock lights on the Jeep. I do have them on. It's obviously daylight outside, so you can't really tell that they're on. You won't get the full effect. So I'll make another video later tonight. So there'll probably be two parts to this video because I don't know how to cram videos together. But anyway, I did get them all put in. I've been working on them since I got home. I got home about 7:30. It's 11:30 now. So they're all installed. They're wired up. I just have to tidy everything up and put the Jeep back together, close all the doors, and it'll be done until tonight where I can show it off. But I'm going to show how I did it. I'm going to show everything I did, how I routed everything, stuff like that. So that way, if somebody wants to do this to their Jeep, they can do it. This is a 2019 Grand Cherokee. So it's a WK2. That is the designation for this body style, which was 2010 to 2022. So if you've got one, great, this works for you. If not, thanks for watching anyway. So I started with the passenger side front wheel because that's the closest one to the battery. And then I pretty much went from this side, that side, and then to right here. The only one, there's actually two that gave me some trouble. Obviously the driver's side is the one that's going to be the problem because it's going to be the furthest away from the battery, especially the left rear, driver rear. So everything is in here for right now, and I apologize for the mess. Like I said, I've just got everything wired up and put together for the most part, so that way I can see, make sure everything works, and then I'll go and start tidying everything up. So bear with me. It's not going to stay this way. I was proactive, and I labeled all of the cables or all the wires for the lights. So the left front has two, so it'll be left front one, left front two. It'll be right front one, right front two, etc., etc. So that way, if something happens, I can go directly to that wire and say, all right, well, what's wrong with it? Did it come unscrewed? Is there something wrong with it? Did it melt? Blah, blah, blah. So there we go. So that's the first thing. I wanted to do that. I haven't seen anybody do that, so that's good. It also helps because this is a junction block that ties all of them together. This is all tied into the switch, which is somewhere over here. There it is. It's right here. And I'll show that all of them do work right now. It may be hard to see during the day, but they do work, I promise. So there's the right front. There's those two. And like I said, I have everything just loose. Nothing's tight, nothing's put up. There's the left front one, left front two. And then left rear one, left rear two. And no, I don't have those specifically as the left front one and two or right front, whatever. It's just showing them off. But there you see right rear one, right rear two. So we're gonna start with the front. Again, these Jeeps, for some reason, the battery is in the vehicle under the passenger seat. You probably don't have to take the passenger seat out or unbolt it like I did, but I did it to give me some room. Because I'm not a very big guy, but I don't want to be crammed under here trying to mess with all this shit and accidentally arc something and blow the truck up, or Jeep, excuse me, blow the Jeep up, blow the computer up, something like that. So I wanted to give myself as much room as possible. What is this? The actual connector, or the actual negative and positive, they come already pre-soldered. And they come with these kinds of connectors. They're fork style. I don't like those. I don't want to use those. It also comes with 3 5-amp fuses, 1 in the fuse holder and 2 more in the bag, as you saw. But I don't want to use those, like I said. So I just used these little, the round regular terminals that also have heat shrink on them. Since this is going to be in here, there's not really going to be a problem with moisture or anything in here, but I'll get to why that might be an issue later. But like I said, I started with this side because it's closest to the battery. So yeah, there's that. For anyone curious, just a little side note, this is your regular car battery, and that's the auto start stop battery. It's very small. It's about the size of a lawnmower battery, so the more you know. But anyway, the switch I'm probably going to mount somewhere in there. I'm probably not even going to mount it because I don't want to stick anything to my dash because I don't like doing that. So I'm not going to do that. It'll just probably be hanging out like the base knob does. But I really want to fix that too because that does kind of bug me a little bit. But anyway, so with the driver's side, the front passenger side, excuse me, there's this 10 millimeter bolt that you got to take out. That's right here. And then there's a bunch of those little panel clips. I didn't take out all of them because there's 2 rivets down here that once you knock the centers of them out, they're basically useless. So all I did was drill holes, put the nuts and the bolts in with the washers. And yes, I know they're different lengths. Leave me alone. Then I drilled a center hole, as you can see. And then I ran the wires down. I might be able to show it. Down below. And then we'll get under the vehicle. Stand by. Not going to be very graceful about it. I ran them down here. As you can see, you can't really see them. Well, yeah, you can. So you can see them right there. They're right here over this wire harness. And then they'll obviously run. And there's a little plug right there. There's actually 2 of them. But I knocked that one out. And that's what I have the wires going into for the front 2 on the front 2 of the vehicle. So the left side, driver side front, and the passenger side front go through that hole. It's not going to be very graceful, and it's not going to look very good for me to tie it up on this cross member, but that's the way I'm going to do it. So it is what it is. If I can find another way, I'll find another way. I was going to run the driver side across the cowl. And for those that don't know what a cowl is, this is the cowl. I was going to run it from over there all the way over here and then down the same way that the other ones go. And I probably will go ahead and do that because those wires are only a positive and a negative if you cut the sheath off of them. So like if you cut these wires apart, or these rather, there's literally just a positive and a negative in there. That's it. So if you need to cut this and make it longer, you can just add a positive and a negative and lengthen it, and you'll be good to go. I did buy 4 more extensions, but they're still technically, they really weren't enough. The one that I had the most issue with, that I was kind of concerned about, was the left rear. I didn't think it was going to fit, so I'll show that one too. Because both of the rears I did pretty much the same way. So I'll open it and you'll see that I have them in there. But I took out the 10 millimeter right here. There's a 10 millimeter on the other side. And then I didn't take all of the clips out. I took, I think, maybe 3 or 4 out. They're all right there. And then pull them down. And there's a little hole right there that's got another little butt plug in it. It looks like this. There's one on both sides, and that's what I ran the wires through. I'm not really concerned about water getting in there because the liner is there, so it's not really a problem. And then I ran it underneath the plastic inside, ran it all the way across like the speaker wires are. And if we migrate to the passenger side of the vehicle, same thing with this side. You can't really see them in here very easily, but the hole, same thing. Like, I'll sit down on my little stool and you'll see that. Well, no, you won't, because there you go. There's the hole. That's a better view of it. Again, not necessarily worried about water and stuff because the wheel well liner is here. That's kind of what it's for. So with the extensions, the driver's side rear was just long enough for me to snake it all the way from over there, under here, right here, through here, and straight across the under the carpet, where they're not going to be touched, they're not going to be kicked, you can't see them, they're not going to be bothered. And you see they're right here. Is it graceful? Not really. Will it work? Yes. Obviously, I'm going to tie everything up. I'm not going to leave everything hanging down, obviously, because I can't drive it like that. I probably will zip tie everything up the way it is now and then buy some wire loom and wire loom everything, especially the stuff that I'm going to run across the bottom of the Jeep. I don't take this off-road. I don't take this anywhere, so not really concerned about it ripping anything out, but I am going to try to tuck it up as much as I can, try to keep it away from the exhaust. I know there's probably better ways of doing it, but that's the way I'm going to do it. So there you go. But yeah, and then all of this shit is just going to get pushed down in there where the battery is, and I feel bad for whoever got to change the battery. Hopefully I don't have to change it anytime soon, but you never know. But yeah, so I can't remember. There was something I said in the past video. Oh, I did say that I kept trying to get these arrows to line up and they wouldn't work. I don't know what I was doing when they were in my room when I got them, but when I have them out here now, all of the arrows are lined up on the things and they all work. So I guess I just didn't know what I was doing. So there you go. I am going to try to route the switch though up under here. So you have to go through under here, which means I'll probably have to pop the radio out, which I don't want to fucking do, because that's where the line output converter is, and I really don't want to bother with that. But it's all about the looks. It's all about how the Jeep looks. So like I said, I'll make a video of it tonight, how it looks, and then I'm sure people are going to give their opinion, and that's fine. It doesn't really matter. I like the way it'll look, hopefully, as long as it looks the way I want it to. I have the way it looks in my head, but I want to make sure that that's exactly it. And these are just white. They don't change color. They're not RGBW, none of that shit. I just wanted white. Pure white. That's it. I think they're like 1,000 lumen each, but I could be wrong. I have to go back and look, but I did link them in the previous video where I said I was going to put them in. So you can go and look at them on there. I think they're 300 to 1,000. I don't remember. Something like that. They're pretty bright. When I had them all in my room lit up, they were pretty bright. So, yeah, that's pretty much it. So part 2 will be showing, all of them working. So hope y'all enjoyed. And if you got any questions, just let me know. And, yeah, I'll see y'all later.